Y'all hear me now? Again, it wouldn't be a podcast. It wouldn't be a cast without technical difficulties. Hashtag YouTube, or actually hashtag in this case OBS. Anyway, like I said, how's everybody doing? Let's try that again. Also, I do need to change one other thing real quick. I need to turn off that. Okay, until I change the talking points, we'll go from there. And yo, what's up, Angel, and what's up there to AJ? How y'all doing? Anyway, let's see here. I don't have the talking points on my phone, so bear with me as I start with screenshots and stuff. Actually, hang on one second here. Let me go ahead and transition over to the Nintendo Direct so that we can have a little bit of something Nintendo here. Okay, there we go. Now we've got a different background here. Good. Now let's get started with, of course, we got Sonic Superstars. Now let me go ahead and get screenshot up here so I can show y'all what we've got going. Okay, here we go, guys. As y'all can see here, let me go ahead and make the screen bigger too. Also, we are going to go into full screen mode for this. So, here we go. Hiding the OBS now. And I'll also, okay, there we go. As y'all can see here, we've got two of the Sonic characters that are going to be in this game with Sonic, and we've also got with Knuckles here. And next, as y'all can see here, we've seen this area before, I'm pretty sure. As you can see here, we've got all four of them: Sonic, Knuckles, Tails, and Amy, in what looks like a Mario stylish background here, if you know what I mean. Let me see what y'all are saying in the chat. I'll give my overall thoughts on this particular game after I've shown y'all some stuff here. Yeah, well, Nintendo kind of rehashed it, so I'm just actually showing off the screenshots and talking about them a little bit there, Lee. Anyway, this was also something else in their teaser, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, as you can see here, this looks like it would be something out of Sonic Hedgehog 4 episode, either is here episode 1 or 2. But yeah, that definitely gives me those type of vibes. I'm pretty sure this was also another one of those teasers as well. But yeah. Again, here's as you can see here, it's Tails And then you've also got him here in the background of the water here, you know, the reflection. But yeah, while a lot of this does look great, let's move on. Okay, here we go. Dr. Robotnik, as I call him. And of course, all 4 of the Sonic characters. And of course, this is a boss battle, as y'all can see from the image. And then there we go. That's basically it for that. Now let me bring my face back up here as we talk about this particular part of the direct as it started out. My overall thoughts for this particular game. Let's just go ahead and say that while I am very interested in this game, they still need to show off a little bit more other than these teasers that we've seen. I mean, like, maybe show us a title screen. I don't know. Maybe show us, maybe through like a Nintendo Treehouse or something, how the first 10 minutes of the game or something. But again, that's just my thoughts on this particular game. But I am definitely interested in getting it down the line. And yo, what's up, PlayStation? How you doing? Let's catch up with the chat here for a moment. But yes, there, AJ, the dino is mighty indeed. I mean, yeah, we actually, I mean, we can have people in the chat for that there, Anthony. So let's see if DJ or anybody else in the Discord wants to join in. But give me just a moment here. I mean, y'all won't be shown on the screen, but you will be in the background as far as sound and stuff goes as we're talking about it. Want to if you want to do voice chats and stuff during this, I would just have to I'd have to put it in as far as Discord goes though. And we'll do it as a live stream VC. We just gotta wait and see if anybody wants to join in now, as you can see here. I don't care if it's on the smaller screen because, as you can see here, it's not covering the whole studio, as you can see here. Unfortunately, on that there, Lee, YouTube only has that function on the phone, but then, even then, they don't have it for like desktop or anything like that yet. And as far as what you're talking about, dang it, I'd have to look at it on YouTube. Let me see here. Let me find it here. It's called Go. Not called Go Live. I forgot what it was called. Maybe it was Go Live Together or something. But yeah. But yeah, definitely, like I said, the phone strength for something like that is definitely not the best. Which is again why AJ does have a good reason to laugh, as I would too. But anyway, getting back to see if there's anybody on Discord, and it looks like there's not yet. So next up, as our talking point, we're going to skip anything to do with third parties like Persona 5, for example. Let's find... Okay, Splatoon 3 is the next thing to talk about. As you can see here, the next Splatfest is vanilla versus mint, or let's see here, versus, yeah, I think it's strawberry versus mint, or versus mint versus strawberry, something like that. Yeah, one of those two. But the point is, that is also coming in July. Yeah, but let's see here. Let's see if I got any screenshots for Splatoon 3's DLC or not. Okay, nope. I don't have any on here yet. But we already know from the trailers here. Let's find another. Okay, right here it is. Yep, vanilla versus strawberry versus mint. And this right here is basically what it's going to look like. Let me go back to the full screen so I can show you. As you can see here, we've got three basically competitive types here as far as vanilla versus strawberry versus mint chip. And as you can see there at the top as well, it is from July 14th to July 16th. But again, that's just the Splatfest. So, moving on from here. I guess we'll talk about Detective Pikachu, but let me find a good screenshot or good clip here. Hang on. Okay, I guess we'll go with this one. But yeah, Nintendo has indeed returned with Detective Pikachu. So again, like I was indeed correct about them bringing another Pokemon sort of game to the Nintendo Switch in the return of Detective Pikachu. Tongue tied. Yeah, go ahead and laugh, AJ. I know you want to. And let me make sure I'm not missing any comments here as we're talking about this. Well, technically, also about Sonic Superstars, the first thing I'll be doing before that, there, AJ, is I will be getting Sonic Origins Plus, which is only going to be about maybe $10 more since I've already got the deluxe digital earlier. Again, that's what I'm saying though. For certain things, I'm definitely not getting certain things there, AJ. But yeah, I mean, Detective Pikachu here, for example, is definitely questionable at best. So let me go ahead and bring my webcam back up here and say that I'm pretty sure that any Pokemon fan will eat this game alive. But as far as as far as I'm concerned, I am definitely skipping on this one. But again, like I said, that's just my thoughts on this as far as Detective Pikachu goes. Yo, what's up there, Goku? I don't think that's the case there, Lee, and unless Nintendo told us something after the fact. Anyway, moving on here after the Detective Pikachu. I'm also gonna skip on certain things here, and then come back to them. So, everyone's okay. Let's go ahead and talk about Batman. Let me find a good shot to stop, or a good clip to stop this. Okay, we'll stop it right here for Batman Arkham Trilogy. Let me go ahead and go back to the full. Actually, I won't have to go for full screen here because for anybody who's played the Arkham series of games, will know exactly what it looks like. But as far as me, last time that I played a Batman was all the way back on the NES, on the on the Nintendo Entertainment System, when I played the original Batman game, which is that's been a while. But personally, for me, I would say this is definitely a questionable Batman game at best. But if you're into that sort of thing, all the more power to you. Anyway, not necessarily there, AG. That's not why I'm considering getting Sonic Superstars. As far as Sonic Origins Plus, I actually enjoyed the original Origins, and I want to see more. I want to play more of the game, basically, because I want to return to Sonic Chaos, for example. I've only played Triple Trouble a few times, so those are a few of those games that I want to play, especially. But I want to especially play as Amy in all of the other previous games that we've played before. But, and like I said, it's not out of curiosity either. Anyway, let me see if there's another screenshot. Actually, let's see what's next here. We're going to skip anything that's not majorly important, like Just Dance and stuff like that, or skipping on Silent Hope. We'll save the work. We'll talk about the bad stuff later. We're going to basically talk about the good first. I don't want to get y'all down at the beginning, if you know what I mean. Okay, like for example, right here, for those who enjoyed the Mario plus Rabbids Sparks of Hope game, y'all are getting more DLC. But yeah, like I said, if y'all enjoyed Sparks of Hope, y'all definitely enjoy this. As you can see here, you can see kind of what Mario's looking at. As you can see here, it's just more DLC of things from the past, things of the future here. The demo is actually available right now too, but anyway, let's move on. We're skipping out. Actually, no, we'll talk about Dragon Quest. Let me find a good spot to pause it on because that image is good. Find it. Okay, like this guy this character right here is actually, from what I can tell, the Dark Prince, or Dragon Quest Monsters, the Dark Prince. Again, like I said there, AJ, that is your those are your thoughts, which is understandable. Let me see if there's anybody in the Discord that wants to be a part of the. Okay, nope. Again, I was just double checking there. But yeah, as you can see here, if you've played a Dragon Quest game in the past, this is just basically what it looks like here. But yeah, as far as my overall thoughts on Dragon Quest Monsters, I've played Dragon Quest games in the past, but I haven't streamed any on the channel. But unless it is something that would be of interest to everybody, I'm definitely not going to consider anything Dragon Quest on the channel. Not most of them there, AJ. I mean, I can see where you're coming from, but also in a way you're kind of wrong too. But anyway, let's go next to let me find a good. Hang on, finding a good screenshot here. Okay, here we go. As you can see here, they're trying to do something different with Pikmin 4, but I still consider it a niche game. As you can see here, still got your basic red Pikmin. But again, we'll get to Super Mario. We'll get to the Super Mario announcement later. Again, I'm trying to save the good parts of this for later. But I am going to say that if you enjoyed Pikmin in the past, be it whether it's the first two games, Pikmin 3, or even Pikmin 3, that you may want to pick this up. But bringing my webcam back for my thoughts, that as far as I go on this, I tried Pikmin 3, but yeah, it made me lose interest in Pikmin, period. But again, that's just me. It made me take an AJ approach on this one, and AJ knows exactly what I'm talking about there. And yo, what's up, 2/2? Anyway, moving on. Another find a good screenshot here. Okay, here we go. For example, the original Metal Gear, for example, coming as a part of the Metal Gear Solid game collection for the Nintendo Switch. Actually, not that bad. I mean, if I ever considered trying to stream Metal Gear on my channel, this would be how I would do it. Again, that is just if I ever considered it. Anyway, moving on. Let's see here. We're skipping Viper here from Vampire here from skipping the Rhythm Haven game. Skipping Penny's Big Breakaway. I'm trying to find any potential standouts here before we move on to the bad and then to the best. Okay, next. Okay, right here we got Square Enix with Star Ocean, the second story R. As you can see here, let me go ahead and make the screen bigger. Yes, as you can see here, this is another remake / remaster, as AJ was talking about. But personally, for me, I am definitely skipping out on this particular game. But yeah, if you want to watch the full direct and stuff about some of these games that we're talking about here, you can always do that on your own time. Next up, among the okay. Hey, let's see. Find it. Okay, now, like, see right here, for example, with the WarioWare Move It mini, micro games, basically. You've got the Mario 64 styled slide here with some person acting as Mario here. But yeah, Lee, you definitely took the words out of my mouth on this one. But I'll explain more about that in a moment as when I bring my webcam back here. So give me just a moment. But yeah, as far as this right here goes, I am definitely going to say that if I wanted to play anything related to Mario 64, I would either redo Mario 64 through the Nintendo Switch Online or through the Super Mario 3D All Stars collection. But again, that's just me. And again, I was just double checking the chat to make sure I wasn't missing anything here. So, moving on. I'm skipping out on talking about the Nintendo Live 2023. Okay, next up, as you can see here, Nintendo decided to not only talk about but also show off the Zelda and Ganondorf amiibos. I mean, personally, for me, at this point, if I consider doing anything more with the amiibos, I would probably go after the amiibo card. But let's see what you guys are saying in the chat. Okay, so far the only thing I see is Lee, who said that game isn't for me. That's the only thing that I've seen so far. But yeah, as I'm saying before about the amiibos, if you enjoy being a amiibo collector, then these two amiibos will definitely be for you. But again, like I said, I'm going to be skipping out on buying any more amiibos for the time being. Let's see here. Okay, now let's go to the bad. Give me just a moment here. Okay, now this particular game, as you can see right here, Alia, if I'm saying that wrong, let me know. But I am going to make the screen bigger as I'm talking about this. Palia here, whatever it's called, is basically a free-to-play game that if you wanted to try and play it right now, y'all could. But this game is definitely not going to be on my radar, if anything at all. As far as this goes, like I said, we were definitely backed into a corner with this one as far as potential cash grab, or this is not necessarily a cash grab, but they're definitely wanting you to try it. And that's up to you in the end. But moving on. Okay, as you can see here, we've got Persona 5 Tactica, or P5T for short, as they're showing it here in the logo, coming on November 17th, 2023. But let's see what you guys are thinking about before I give my thoughts on this one. It's just Lee talking about wanting all the amiibos. I reread that. But yeah, let me go ahead and give my overall thoughts so we can get to the juicy stuff now, or so we can get on, so we can move on. But yeah, as far as Persona 5 goes, I am actually more into watching people play the Persona games than I am playing them myself. It feels like when I'm watching other people play them that I'm playing on myself. But again, that's just me. Whew. Let's see here. Next, moving on. Okay, right here with Gloom Haven. If you like games that are basically gloom related, sort of how they did it with Tears of the Kingdom, you will definitely enjoy this. I'm not even going to put a full screen up for this one. It's so bad. Personally, for me, I can definitely say that this is something that just feels like, again, shovelware to me. But again, that's just my thoughts on this particular game. Okay, moving on here. Again, I'm gonna ask this as a question. It's Just Dance, guys. Do we really need to talk about it? Do we really have to talk about Just Dance 2024 edition? And I know exactly how AJ's feeling if he's still here lurking about, probably taking his hands right now going, Ezlo, move on. That's probably what AJ's thinking. But personally, I am going to say that not to discourage anybody if y'all enjoy playing Just Dance, Just Dance anything. That's up to y'all. But personally, for me, I am definitely, I would definitely fall asleep uh, when it comes to Just Dance. But again, that's just me. Let's see here. Moving on after Just Dance. Hang on one second. Actually, no. We'll leave it on this still right here, or this screenshot here for 7 wordless warriors, 1 silent hope. This is basically silent hope in this case. I'm just basically going to give the synopsis of this or the cliffhanger version of this. I'm pretty sure knowing that the king in this case is going to be the villain of this game. I'm trying to I'm trying to save the best for for last there, Lee. Anyway, but yeah, like I was saying here, as you can see, Silent Hope is just basically another one of those build your stronger weapon type games, as I call them. Next up, we got. Hang on one second here. we got from Phoenix Labs, Faye Farm. If I'm saying that wrong, let me know. And then I'm trying to say it like Faye as in Fae. I don't know if that's how you say that. Farm, but it's basically a farm simulator game. If you've played anything remotely similar, I'm guessing like Sims or Stardew Valley is what I was trying to think about. If you enjoy those types of games, you'll enjoy this. But as far as this goes, it's definitely something that I'd put on my ugly list. Anyway, moving on. Next up on the bad list, as you can see here, if you enjoy Hot Wheels video games, you'll enjoy this. But let me see if I can find the beginning of the beginning of this or the ending of it. But yeah, I'll just I'll just leave it I'll just leave it right here for Hot Wheels Unleashed 2 or whatever it's called. But yeah, as far as this goes, if you enjoyed anything remotely related to Hot Wheels, then I mean you'll enjoy this. But as for the rest of us, we'll we'll get to the good stuff here in a moment. And next up on the list, we've got Manic Mechanics here. As you can see here, this is basically a fix your car or build your car slash vehicle type of game. What I'm seeing here, this is definitely something that I'm not going to be picking up. I'm not going to be promoting. I'm not going to be recommending nothing. But yeah, I am going to say that if you enjoy these type of games, and I'm not going to take any offense to you enjoying them on your own time or anything like that, but you will never see me playing anything like this. Let's see here. Next, I've already talked about Mario plus Rabbids. Okay, next up on something that I wouldn't buy. This right here reminds me of a Halloween themed. I don't know if it would be considered a battle royale or whatever it was, as far as basically where you had to survive loads and loads of enemies on screen at one time. But yeah, this is definitely not something that I would enjoy. I don't know if AJ would enjoy this or not, but let's see here. I mean, the the direct overall, I'll get to that at the end because I don't want to spoil anything. But I will say this that this particular this particular game, otherwise known as Vampire Survivors, is definitely not on my radar. See, you're moving on now. Hang on 1 second. Now, this right here just reminds me more of another Just Dance type of a game, just with pigeon, or I don't know if it's penguins or pigeons or what, but yeah. But yeah, this is definitely not something that I would personally recommend to anybody that I know, or and actually know what? No, not even people that dislike what I do. I wouldn't even recommend this game to them. And then last but not least, Kenny's Big Breakaway. This kind of reminds. Let me find a good screenshot here. Okay, here's at least a screenshot right here. Okay. Now, this right here, guys, kind of reminds me. No, because I want to save the best for last there, AJ. But as long as it's giving you a laugh, then hopefully I'm actually doing good for you here. But yeah, this particular game right here, I mean, while it looks okay in principle, I would have to maybe see more to know whether I'm keeping it in the ugly category, or if I would move it up to a potentially buy category. But for now, this is definitely not something on my list. Anyway, let's see if there's anything else here. Okay, now we're okay, guys. Now I think we're getting to the best thing. Actually, no. I actually, you know what? Hang on. I skipped one. I skipped one. Hang on. Okay, myth force here kind of reminds me more of something that you would watch as a Saturday morning cartoon, but also not something that I'd be want to play. But while it's also not something that I would want to play, I'm also not going to discourage people who would enjoy playing this. No, I wasn't necessarily trying to trick you there, Lee. I missed something. Now, moving on, let me see here. Hang on. I've talked about Splatoon 3 already. Detective Pikachu I've talked about. Okay, right here, guys. Let's try to start with the things that are not fully done yet, like right here, for example. Let me find a good still here, or a good screenshot still to stop this. Hang on just a moment. Okay, this is a good one to stop on, so we can talk about it a bit. Now, this particular Princess Peach game right here, I don't know why, but it kind of gives off Super Princess Peach vibes to me. But it's also something that I could potentially consider. And I'm talking about this particular game right here, there, Lee. Even though this is still in development and it's not done yet, I could definitely say, as I mentioned before, that I'm definitely considering this particular game. I want to see more of what it has in store before I make up my mind overall. And again, I want to save the best things for last. So, moving on. Hang on. Okay, next up, we've got, again, I'm going to make the screen bigger here so y'all can see it as we're talking about this. Then I'll give my overall final thoughts. As you can see here, guys, if you played Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon on the 3DS, you will also take note, too, that at one time, guys, that I did play this game on the channel. But there's also a great thing, too, for the fact that while this game is basically considered the worst Luigi's Mansion game out of the three, that it does have its people that enjoy it, that it's their cult favorite. Like Angel here, for example, said this is her favorite. And yes, Lee, I know this is a remake of the 3DS game. Hopefully, they took into criticisms for this particular game too. Like, I'm not going to give away the final boss, but I am going to give away the lead up to the final boss, where they made you basically collect and vacuum up multiple not booze, but ghosts and stuff like that, leading up to the entrance to the final boss. For the fact that would actually wear out your hand and stuff while doing it. But going back to my overall final thoughts for this particular game now, I'm going to bring back my webcam. In studio, that I am indeed considering maybe in 2024 picking this game up, just for the simple fact that I would have a way to stream all three of these games in a way that you would see with my capture card. I mean, I would want to see more. I want to see more there, Lee. But overall, this game, while I didn't like it the best, I would still consider replaying it as a part of the Luigi's Mansion trilogy, starting October. I don't know, maybe October 1st, 2024, something like that, maybe. That way I could play it as a part of Halloween month. But even then, I wouldn't be going for the full 100% again. But we would have a better view as far as capturing the game went. And not only would I not have to use the Citra, it would also be better for all of us because then I could take my phone, as you can see here as I'm looking at my phone straight at y'all guys in the chat, and look at the comments as I'm talking about said game and talking about any said criticisms that I may have about said remake in the future while still continuing to play it and stuff. Let's see here. Moving on next. Again, give me just a second here while I find the next thing on our the best list. And let's go with next up on the list. We've got Mario Kart 8 Deluxe DLC. What still do I want to end up on for this one? Hang on. And we'll stop on this one right here for a moment. Okay. We're going to talk about Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Wave or Booster Course Wave 5. I'm going to go big for this one for a moment. You know, full screen. As I get y'all's thoughts on this, because we've got several characters to talk about here, starting with the plant in the room, otherwise known as Pete Piranha, is coming back from Mario Kart Double Dash, which I'm still wondering why Nintendo has still yet to do a Double Dash mode along with the single player campaign. And also, as far as Luigi's mentioned there, Lee, I'm talking about I've got the GameCube version. Then of course I'll be able to redo Dark Moon on the Switch instead of having to do it the way that I did it before. If you were, and then I could go to Luigi's Mansion 3 as well. But next up, after PD Piranha, we got hang on just a moment. Wiggler, as you can see here, from Mario Kart 7. Another good character that they decided to bring back. Hang on just a moment. Oh, I know, Lee. That's what I'm talking about. Bringing back the Double Dash campaign. Okay, after Wiggler, they showed us. Give me a moment here. They showed us Kamek. Okay, right here. This is a good one to stop on right here. I mean, here is what Nintendo was originally thinking way back on Mario Kart 64, guys. Nintendo was originally considering bringing Kamek, as you can see here, to the to Mario Kart 64, but instead at the end decided to go with Wario. Because people at the timely didn't enjoy Double Dash as much as they did the single player kart racing. And let's make sure we're not missing anything here before I give my final thoughts. Oh yeah, that's right. I had one more criticism for Nintendo as far as this goes, but I'll bring my face cam back for this. Okay, guys, for my final thoughts on Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Wave 5, Nintendo should have had the opportunity, or they had the opportunity to release this in July, but they're still saying summer 2023. Yeah, Nintendo, you need to do better. I mean, think about it, guys. With a lot of people, like out of college, and if you're a teacher not working because school's out, things like that, Nintendo had the biggest opportunity to release Wave 5 to a lot of people before school and stuff starts again for the ones who are still in school. But yeah, like I'm saying, Nintendo had a big missed opportunity here that they could still remedy by saying, "Oh, we tricked you. It's coming out it's coming out in July." But yeah, that's Nintendo for you. Next, let's go to the let me find the let me find the steal here. Hang on. Or in this case, the screenshot. Okay, right here, guys. Hang on. Okay, right here. Hey guys, let me go ahead and put the webcam on here for a moment. And let's talk about this right here. I mean, seriously, guys, let's talk about this right here. Nintendo. Why? Why is there such a thing as Elephant Mario? Really? Elephant Mario, Nintendo? Yeah, I'm bringing my face cam back for this one. Yeah, guys. I mean, really, think about it. Elephant Mario, the elephant in the room. Really, Nintendo? Nintendo, you just gave us a new meme. The elephant Mario in the room. Yeah, I mean, really. I mean, think about that for a moment. Think about that, guys. Whenever we have a meme saying that we need to talk about the elephant in the room, I would be like, no, we need to talk about the elephant Mario in the room. I mean, I'm not saying that I wouldn't potentially get the game, Lee. I'm just saying. Think about it. Elephant Mario. Yeah, that is very. Yeah. I mean, still, they didn't. I mean, think about it. As I go back here, let me show you something, guys. I mean, we got Toad. We find another one. Hang on. Yeah, I'm going to have to rewind just a little bit here. Oh, wow. Hang on. Wow. That would be a good screenshot right there, guys. That would be a good screenshot moment. Wow. But anyway, going back, let me see if I can find what I want to look for. Okay, yeah, like this right here, guys. Why do we have a talking flower, Nintendo? Why is there a talking flower? And then, of course, it would have to bring on, and of course, it'd have to say, onward and upward. Just like Scrooge McDuck or whatever would say in, like, I don't know if it was in one of the episodes of DuckTales or actually, no, it was actually in DuckTales Remastered the game. Where one of the where well, not necessarily Scrooge McDuck, I think it was. If it was Scrooge McDuck, then let me know, but I'm pretty sure it was either him or um crap, I forgot the his as you would call him, his sidekick's name, saying onwards and upwards. But there is one other good thing that I want to talk about this, even though I'll be considered eventually getting it. Okay, where it's not here, it's when they start showing the other characters. Give me just a moment here. Oh, wait, hang on, hang on. That would be a good screenshot right there, too. Hang on. Dang it, I passed it. Okay, look, right here, guys. This would be a good screenshot right here. This will be a good thumbnail if you're lurking, Mason. Unfortunately, their lead 3DS is kaput. Anyway, moving on. Oh, and here's one of the new power ups. This is called. This screenshot right here, guys. Also, Nintendo was talking about this actually, or actually, me and Mesa was talking about this particular thing right here too, where it looks like Mario needs to lay off the shrooms because it kind of reminds me of, as you know, in this case, a drunk Mario. Anyway, moving on. Hang on. Let me find it here. I know they showed the other characters here. Okay, like right here, guys. If y'all played one of the previous I think it was Mario 3D World is what it was. where the boos will be carrying away the flagpole here. In this case, they have them rolling the flagpole away, as in getting rid of it. But yeah, this, I mean, while this is a very interesting game indeed, let's move on to finding the other characters that I want to talk about here. Oh, and also right here, we found, as you can see here, this thing that Mario's collecting. For those who don't know, and again, if you're just now coming in, warning, spoilers, that this right here is a Wonder Seed. And apparently have to collect a Wonder Seed. I don't know if it's in each level or if it's one in each world. I don't know yet, but at least all I know is here that he's collecting one. Okay, like right here is where they start showing new characters. Let's see here. Welcome to Flower Kingdom. We got Luigi. Then there is Piranha Plants on Paradise difficulty. Got Peach here. But as you can see there, she kind of reminds me of the Super Mario Brothers movie Peach in a way, if you know what I mean. Let's see here. Next, you've got Yellow Toad here. There you go. Better Yellow Toad picture. And then, of course, right here, guys. Hang on. Okay, right here. Looky here, guys. You notice anybody in particular here? I know that James would definitely be happy about this, knowing that Princess Daisy is finally a playable character in a Mario game that is not Super Mario Land, and that she is definitely not being saved. But yeah. Oh, and of course with this, also too with this, guys, as you can see here, this airship right here kind of gives away the big bad, as in, you know, it's Bowser. And then as you can see here, we got 3 of the 4 characters. Actually, no, 3 of the 5 characters. Then you got the 2 princesses. Oh, and also, as you can see here, another thing too. While Yoshi may not be a separate playable character, at least Nintendo is giving us the choice of whether we want to ride on Yoshi again. Again, I'm actually going to give Nintendo a hand clap for this thing. Bravo, Nintendo. Bravo. And as you can see here, we kind of have, as you can see here at the top, we have Daisy, we got Mario, we got Luigi, and we also got Princess Toad, also Princess Peach as well at the end. I'm just so used to basically calling her Princess Toadstool. Anyway, next, if there's anything else we need to cover here. Yep. Wait. Hang on. Hang on. What? Hang on. I see there. Oh wow. But yeah, also as you can see here, the fire flower power up does indeed return. I want to make sure that I'm not missing anything though. That's why I'm pausing this really slowly. Okay, right here. This is definitely one of the Koopalings. Either one of the Koopalings or Bowser Jr. One of the two right here. I mean, they kind of obscure the face so that you can't tell, too, by the way. Actually, hang on a second. Hang on. One other thing I need to cover. Okay, right here. Really, Nintendo? Wow. These are not bullet bills. These look more like. Well, actually, oh, wait, hang on. Hang on. Wait, no. Come on. Wow. What? Is Yoshi a playable character? Are the Yoshi's playable characters really Nintendo? Are you really giving us that many choices for playable characters? Wow. And also too, guys, let's talk about this Toad House for a moment. Yeah, this Toad House. Can we just say whoa? I mean, whoa. And then also let's talk about who is that? Who is that right there, guys? I mean, wow. I mean, yeah. Who is that Toad-like character? Toadette, a new Toadette version character. I mean, who is? Wow. I mean, who is it? I mean, wow. Oh, hang on, hang on. Go back. Oh, wow. This actually kind of answers a question that I had, guys. Remember earlier, I don't know if it was in this, if I started in this stream or not when I was asking the question, but actually no, I did answer it. I did ask this in this particular one too because As you see there, they give you another Wonder Seed at the end. Yo, what's up there, Light Blue? Let's see if there's anything else left. Wait, 1023. Okay, and also I forgot to mention too, guys, that this little power up right here is how Mario turns into Elephant Mario. But yeah. I'm guessing Elephant Mario is how you break those blocks right there too. But yeah, this Goomba right here, guys, looks so serene. And then that flower is basically saying, well then. Okay, now let's go back. And let's talk about the thing I wanted to save for last. Okay, guys, I'm actually going to play this part right here, not with the sound, but as you can see here, you would think I'm also going to make this bigger, bigger here at the end too. You would think that Nintendo would be re-releasing Super Mario RPG Legend of the Seven Stars for the Super Nintendo Switch Online. But the following right here, watch this. As you can see here, this looks like a star, but watch the tease. 3, 2, right here. Got the You've got the 2D HD version of Princess Toadstool. I'm wondering if they'll change her name for the remake here. But anyway, moving on in the screenshots here, basically right here too. I mean, just again, guys, look at those textures. Look at those textures on Peach. I could definitely, indeed, see myself making a screenshot with this. Or maybe even that one right there. This is basically at the beginning of the game right here. Then also, as you can see here, I'm just going to let this play out without sound, because there's too much to show here as far as screenshots go. But wait, hang on. Let me go back to Mallow here. Oh, and also something else that I don't know if people took notice of or not, but look at those textures on that mouse. Moving on, let's see here. Oh, and also let me show y'all something else here. Hang on. Look right here, guys. Wow, just again, let's pause a moment and take a look at the textures on that cloud. Just look at the textures on that cloud right there, guys. The face and everything. I mean, just wow. I mean, wow, look at that. Also on this enemy right here too. Really, I missed the opportunity to pause it just before he falls. Oh yeah, actually that's another part that I need to pause on. Just look at that detail on Mario as he fell into the lava. I mean, wow. Oh yes, this would definitely be a screenshot right here if I could find a good screenshot of Mallow getting ready to fall right here. I mean, just look at those textures on Mallow real quick. Or in this case, those Mallowstures. I mean, wow. Especially Mallow's face right here, especially. I mean, wow. And also, let's talk about this. Hang on. Let's talk about this Bowser right here. I mean, look at, it's not the best still in the world, but I mean, just take a look at how they 2D HDified Bowser right here. I mean, wow. Or Peach. Oh, and also just look at the Croco here, or whatever. I forgot what his name was. I just called him Croco because of Croco, or how it's pronounced here, because he looked like just basically a purple evil dinosaur. I mean, but wow. I mean, just look at that. And also, let's talk about that Birdo right there, from that HD Birdo right there for a moment. Eesh. I mean, just look at that Birdo. Wow. And also look at this. I forgot how to say his name, but yeah, that that villain is definitely updated. Oh yeah, here's another updated version of these two characters in the Wario lookalikes castle. And of course, y'all know about these characters. And there, of course, is Bowyer. Actually, hang on. Let me see here. Hang on, though. Hang on. Hang on. Go back here. I mean, can we just... I mean, like, look right here, guys. I mean, wow. Wow. I mean, just look at that right there. Gino on a rainbow. I mean, just wow. I mean, wow. Just look at that for a moment before we try to get a good still of all of them together. I mean, just well, I mean, just think about this, guys. I mean, wow. Oh wait, hang on. I had the good still. I had the good still. No, I didn't look at it, guys. Hang on. Okay, right here, guys. Look at wow. Just look at that still. Or this case, that screenshot. I mean, just look at that for a moment. Because you've got basically every character we're going to get in this game. That's actually a potentially good screenshot if I can. If I actually, you know what? I'm not going to say if. I'm just going to say when I have to get it later on down the line. And again, even though you don't see his face right here, guys, just look at that HD booster, otherwise known as the Wario ripoff. And also look right here too at this good screenshot right here too, where you got Mario rallying the. Got Mario. You've got Mallow. You've got Gino. You've got Bowser, and of course, last but not least, you've got Princess Peach. Again, that's what I'm saying there, Lee. booster, otherwise known as the Wario ripoff. Oh, and wow, also guys, too, just take a look at this. This is basically part of the that cutscene of whenever you would collect the 7 stars or whatever, where the star would go around to each character, and Mario would end up collecting it. You know, like right here, Mario finally collects it. And then, of course, pre-orders begin today on Nintendo eShop. Of course, I'm going to get it. Yep, the wait is finally going to be over. But now let's go ahead and go back to the webcam and see if that was it for this before I call this a stream. Hang on just a moment. Okay, like yeah, here's another part that I forgot to talk about too, guys. Just look at that updated that 2D HD question block chest. Then of course you also see the meter down here too. And just look at that updated mine cart right there. And I believe that was it. Let me see. This we had Super Princess. Then we had the Princess Peach game after this. So yep, we covered everything now. So let's end on find the best screen right here. Okay, right there. Overall, guys, I am definitely going to say that this Nintendo Direct, I would have to give it at least. I'd have to give it at least a B minus. If I had to give this an overall letter grade, by the way, too, I would have to, out of 10, give it. I would have to say 8 out of 10. But again, we did have a lot of good stuff in this, even though some of it was like remakes, ports, and stuff. And then talking about the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Wave 5 DLC, even though they only showed one track, but there are 3 new characters. Yeah. At least there was something. At least there's something there for all of us here. Is basically is what I'm saying. But if I I am going to say that there's probably only going to be two, between 2 and 4 new games I'll potentially be buying this year at the most. Oh, you mean Smitty. Or in this case, Smithy. Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. I mean, we did kind of get a glimpse at one of the boss fights. The one at the beginning with, dang it, I forgot the name of the name of the boss. Oh, Mac. Yeah, the image with the boss fight we saw there was Mac. But yeah, definitely a good overall direct today. I'm gonna make sure there wasn't anybody in the voice chat. I want to make sure I didn't miss anybody there. Okay, nope. Looks like we're good. Okay, yeah, it looks like we're good there, guys. So, again, as we wrap up here, guys, I'm going to say, again, thank y'all for watching. Thank y'all for tuning in. This is actually a pretty decent return to the EZLOCast for episode 3 of the Nintendo with the Nintendo Direct live reactions here for what we talked about, the good, the ugly, and the best. So, let me go ahead and see if there's any other comments before we call it a stream here. Maybe it does, Lee. I don't know. But anyway, yeah, let's get ready to let's get ready to call the stream right here. I'm going to go ahead and put on the music again and transition out. Give me just a moment. Again, I am going to say that this was actually like I said, a great direct today. Not the best, but also not the worst. Okay, let me see here. Is okay, I'm looking for EGAD's theme again. Hang on. Okay, here we go, right here. And again, guys, as we get ready to transition out, thank y'all for tuning in. I will be back after I eat. We will be doing probably in celebration of in celebration of Sonic Origins Plus coming out, or actually no, we'll do we'll probably do something on the SNES Online. We'll see. But for now, I'm going to get ready to eat as we get ready to transition out. Then whatever I decide to play, I'll have the image and stuff ready. Thank y'all for tuning in, and let's get ready to find us a raid target.